All right, we'll wrap things up today. Let's talk injuries, waiver wire, and as we like to ask, Harrison, is he legit? So, a couple players that had kind of good showings week one. Start at the tight end position. Everybody is trying to figure out, who do we get at tight end? Everybody scrambled to get Isaiah Likely. He didn't show up. I'd be patient with him, though. I'd be patient. I don't rule out the Ravens just yet. How about Zay Flowers, by the way, another good player that we were high on. But Hunter Henry ended up having a nice week. He was a top tight end, 19 fantasy points, touchdown. And Hayden Hurst, tight end too, 16 fantasy points and a touchdown. So either of those two guys, do you see, okay, this can continue? Are these guys legit? And if they are available on waivers, do you go get them?
I do not think that either of these guys are legit. I think Hayden Hurst, he did this last year with the Bengals where he had like 4 catches for 50 yards in the first game of the season. And then I don't think ever had more than 2 catches in a game for the rest of the year. I just think he'll catch a touchdown here and there. I don't think he's going to be a weekly producer. And Hunter Henry, I think he's a great tight end. We are definitely going to see some more good games on a Hunter Henry. But I don't think that we are going to see the Patriots throw the ball 50 plus times every single game either. They have
no. They got to play Buffalo. They got to play Miami.
I think they brought in Ezekiel Elliott for a reason. They have Ramondre Stevenson there. I think this is still going to be a run heavy team. The Eagles, I don't know what was going on with them. They kind of let their foot off the gas and let them get back into the game. I think Hunter Henry's a good tight end. I don't think he's going to be finished as the tight end one many more times this season, though.
Well, maybe not, but I'm in on Henry. Go get Henry. When he's healthy, he's good. Mac Jones will find him. I think that's a sign of things to come. So I would definitely pick up Henry. Couple rookies that looked good, not necessarily huge performances, but like Sam Laporta, tight end with Detroit, 5 receptions, 39 yards. And then your boy, Rashawn Johnson. I always forget his name.
Yeah.
Roshan Johnson. He was the guy that emerged in that backfield. So of those two rookies, who do you like?
I am more in on Laporta out of those two guys. I think he has the clearer path right away. Roshan finished the game with a really good stat line, but a lot of that came in the fourth quarter once the game was already over. Roshan did pretty much nothing in the first 3 quarters of the game. It was really the final drive of the game where the Bears were just trying to get garbage time points where he got most of his production. So I think he can definitely work into a larger role throughout the season. But I think next week, if you're picking him up and you think he's going to be the guy, I would not be surprised if he finished with 2 or 3 fantasy points, unfortunately. But I think he's very talented and definitely has a chance to do something special later in the year. And then one more guy from that Packers-Bears game, who if he is on waivers, go pick up, is Romeo Doubs. All offseason, I was saying that Romeo Doubs is the number 1 receiver in Green Bay, not Christian Watson. He is Jordan Love's guy, and we saw that week 1. Now, Christian Watson didn't play, but Romeo Doubs had a fantastic game. I don't think that is going to go away once Christian Watson comes back. 2 touchdowns. I think the Packers are for real, which I hate to say, but is something that I alluded to a few weeks ago, that Jordan Love looked good, and this could be a good offense. So I would definitely go get Packers weapons. A.J. Dillon, if he's on waivers.
Luke Musgrave.
Luke Musgrave, another rookie tight end who had a good game. Should have gotten in the end zone if he didn't trip on himself on that one big play. So I think the Packers are definitely a team to invest in.
All right, so I always love the backup running backs. That's my favorite position in football and fantasy. The backup running back. So who do I like? I like Tyjae Spears in Tennessee. Okay, 3 carries, 27 yards, 1 reception. Come on, Bryce, he barely did anything. The Titans stink. Well, he actually was on the field more than Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry's old. He's in the last year of his contract. This season could potentially unravel for Tennessee. Like, they'll have a good defense because they actually did okay preventing New Orleans from scoring touchdowns. But Spears out of the backfield. Once one of these other quarterbacks take over for Tannehill will not continue as the starting quarterback. He doesn't have it. I'm sorry. He's not good enough. And so it's going to be the new regime, the new, kind of new weapons. They got Burks there. Hopkins was probably a little better than I thought. But anyway, Tyjae Spears, go get him. Pick him up. Be ready for the production to come. The other thing in Tampa Bay. Now, They won, so that was good. They can't run the ball. They have a horrible running game. So you may say, I don't want any running backs, and that's fine. Avoid them. But if you're desperate for running backs, Sean Tucker is the guy to get. Rashad White is not the guy in Tampa Bay moving forward. Sean Tucker is going to get an opportunity. He only had 5 carries this week, but keep an eye on him and go get him before he goes off. So Sean Tucker, rookie running back out of Syracuse, with Tampa Bay. And then let's see, is he legit? Kendrick Bourne, wide receiver in New England. Does it go to your theory about maybe they're not going to throw as much?
No, this one I actually think Kendrick Bourne is legit because I didn't draft Kendrick Bourne in any leagues. But when I looked back at my stat projections for the Patriots this season, I actually had him as my highest ranked Patriots wide receiver over Juju Smith-Schuster, over Devontae Parker, because I think he's just a really good player and will get work. He will get open in the offense. Big thing for Kendrick Bourne was in the first half of the game, he was not wearing receiving gloves, and he dropped a big deep ball, put some receiving gloves on, and caught 2 touchdowns after that. So keep the gloves on, Kendrick. As long as you're wearing receiving gloves, I think he's going to be great. And then one more receiver that I'd like to mention. We mentioned the Deontay Johnson injury earlier. You said Allen Robinson has a chance there. I actually like Calvin Austin a little bit more because I think he fits that short, intermediate, quick game like Deontay did so well, a little bit better than Allen Robinson. He had 6 receptions in the loss of the 49ers. I think he's someone out of Memphis. He ran like a 4.2 40-yard dash a few years ago. He could have a good opportunity as the sort of short game guy there, especially in PPR leagues.